Look at this. 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 Dude on YouTube, you know how many people? Yes, fine. The same ones in the community that systematically make sure that only a couple of y'all even get views on your YouTube. The same ones, you know how many Negro content creators are out there making good content and make enough videos, the same amount of videos as some of these high-paid YouTubers who barely show up and make millions of dollars just showing up. The ones who monetize your videos, and the only reason why you get watched as much is because you anti-black. Let's keep it 100. You self-hate so much, of course they don't gonna promote you. You're a part of the agenda. That's what you don't understand. Why do you think you get pushed? And you didn't even get pushed that well. And what millions of dollars? Let's keep it 100. A lot of the Negro content creators do not get pushed as far as the white ones, even when they make the same amount of content. Look at CJ So Cool. Forget the drama. CJ So Cool was out during the same time as, what's that man name? What's that white family that the kids be watching? I can't forget it. What's his name? Funnel Vision. He was out just same time. He make music videos, cute music videos, just same way Funnel Vision make music videos. Proud Family did the same thing. Proud Family is just now in 2023 getting recognitions and getting over 10 million subscribers, and they still do not have the same amount of money as Funnel Vision. They was like, oh, well, Funnel Vision made toys. You want to know why? Because before he was making toys, he was already getting enough views. He was being monetized and his videos was being pushed. They do not do the same thing for black content creators on YouTube, and we know it. Those are the same white people we talking about. The ones who make sure that even if we are getting money, it's still not enough. There's a cap on your money. Because either you get rich in Hollywood and go out with a scandal, or you die. Those the niggas we talking about, dummy. So for you to sit there and act like you don't know who, the same niggas who, when you apply for a home loan, even when you have even when your credit score is good and you have nothing on your credit report that would even be a delinquent account to stop you from getting a high personal loan with low interest rate, they will deny you anyway for nothing. Those people, those white people, the same government who won't prosecute white people and white police officers for shooting down young black men, and women, those people. Now we forget because you making a little bit of YouTube money. Now there ain't oppression in America. Y'all niggas is silly and like prostitutes, so easily bought. Thinking you ain't them niggas. They'll show you. They'll show you the real nigga you are. You turn a phrase and stop being so self-hating nigga. And let's see how far your channel go. Especially when you hate Negro women. Oh, you know how big you want to know why you so big or got the little bit of money you got? Because your content makes you hate your women. It promotes the agenda to keep black men and women from off each other. That's why they promote you. And you know that, you tap dance and bojangle ass nigga. Everybody like you know it. I never like your content. You always sell trash. You have poor accountability. Ooh, the stuff I want to say. And I'm going to keep to myself. Umar Johnson may not be the best model citizen in the world, but he is so damn correct. And a lot of you men, and not all of you, thank God, not all of you, but some of you men like you are the reason why our communities are the way they are. So messed up, poor accountability, can't take when a real man actually tell you something. Yeah, he mess up. Is he perfect? No, nobody is. Hence why you make content trashing your own women. And think because you get a little notoriety and could wear some Gucci glasses, you somebody. Nigga, please. I'm running around in millions of dollars a year because you sold your soul you sold your soul for it. You a prostitute. You one of the highest paid, sellout, tap dancing, bojangle ass, bent over, clown ass prostitute. And they were like, why? Because I care about our people. I care about our people. And I understand I don't gotta live in the hood to know what goes on in there. I see it. I see the product around me. The problem is y'all blind. You allow yourself to be blind. You knew what it took for you to get them views. Come on. If you were sitting there talking about kumbaya and saying how Negroes should get into a relationship to be together, you would never get monetized. Nobody would pay you. But you knew your niche was to trash black women, and that's all your content has ever been. So shut up. Like you about something, mad because a nigga can actually get far and be about something and be about unity of his own people, and you couldn't. You had to sell out. You just jealous. He didn't have to suck nobody off to get his way, to make him no money. It was like he ripped them off, but at least he didn't sell them out. You sell out your women every day, trashing them, calling them out their name. You the niggas in the community is what he was talking about. The reason why these women like that in the first place. But no accountability on your behalf. You think you not a Ray Ray and Pookie. You are Ray Ray and Pookie. Look how you drag your women. That's what Ray Ray and Pookie do. All y'all niggas out here thinking because your name is Clarence, you wear a button-up shirt and some Gucci shades, that you niggas ain't Ray Ray and Pookie. Nigga, you Ray Ray and Pookie. You the niggas that dog out these women, and the reason why they out they mind and they going all out their way to get their butts done and do all this to themselves just to be a girl you like and then cheat on. Now, I talk about accountability of Negro women, but I ain't talking about them today. I'm talking about y'all. And I'm talking about niggas like you. Umar, what he said is correct.
Used to try to get into this country so that they can be a part of this.
And let me explain. That was the initial conversation because I got mad and went on a tangent. The reason why immigrants come to America is because America is not bad for them. Immigrants come over here and seek an asylum. Some of them who are more Negro. When you come over here and you're Asian, Russian, Hindu, immigrant, you come over here when you seek asylum and get citizenship. You get grants, government grants, and stipends. You may take the most lousiest job for right now, but your social service benefits that you will receive will be in the thousands to feed you and yours. Do you understand me? In America, and he said this in a video, in America, our low class is middle class in all these foreign countries. Again, let me repeat that. Our lower class is the middle class in these other countries, in these foreign countries. They come over here and they get stipends they would never get. There's an incentive when you come over here seeking asylum. Especially if you're a white Russian, Asian, or Hindustan. Especially. There are grants that are given. Just Joe Biden in Detroit just passed a bill giving $56 million to immigrants. How many Negroes get $56 million to work? None of us. To make sure that we got, you know how many homeless people there is in America? How do you got $56 million to house immigrants, but your own people are in tents? That's why they come seeking asylum. Because America treats their own like shit. And then because it's not white supremacy. It's foreign supremacy. This is a foreign government. America is built for an immigrant to prosper. Not its original inhabitants.
Why is everybody trying to get over into America if it's so bad?
For us, moron.
Why are we having debates about closing our borders if it's so horrible? This stupid.
Because it is for American Negro. So the same, I said this in another video. The same reason all these other races leave their countries and come to the Americas, they're escaping militias, dictatorships, and government officials who do not care about their well-being, their finances, and they splurge with their money and give money and financing to militia groups that terrorize the regular civilians. It's the same that what those immigrants are escaping. Us American Negro is living within America. That's why. So this is a safe haven for immigrants. Us American Negroes don't got safe havens. That's the difference. Our gangbangers are being funded by the American society. Because think about it. If Ray Ray and Pookie and them ain't got no money, how they getting guns? Our American government peddled drugs into our community. Ray Ray and Pookie and us ain't got no boat. How the drugs getting there? Our government officials get elected into office and do nothing to better the infrastructures in the Negro community. Nothing. They actually defund our communities, gentrify our communities, and continue to push us out of our communities. Everything that goes on in these foreign countries that these immigrants are escaping has happened to us on the same very soil that is their safe haven. That's the reason why.
System that we're trying to hold accountable for keep.
Nigga, she needs to shut up. If you don't educate yourself in what's going on in the world, and you choose to let money be what you getting some YouTube money be your base to make everything seem unrealistic, then you're just in the, I don't even know what to say. You're ignorant. You're social, and this is the problem with a lot of. He could be. He might be okay. The one thing I will say about Negroes that's so true, you're socially irresponsible. You socially irresponsible, and you have no loyalty. You have no loyalty to your race, and you have no loyalty to your people. You socially irresponsible. You don't care what content you put out. You don't care who you offend. You don't care who you hurt. You don't care about nothing. You don't care, and I'm not talking about individualism. I'm talking about us as a group. You don't care that this content, you're trying to do what Umar did, and he was make men hold themselves accountable. He didn't just target men. He also said really good things in there about us women and what we could do for our own beauty standards and how we could stop spending so much money on how we look. We get critiqued all the time. People call us men. We're women. They call us men. They talk about our hair. If I'm as a woman can get all those negative reinforcement, and this man just politically telling you correctly what you should and need to be doing, and you getting offended, imagine how I should get offended when you call me a man, and he's explaining to you how my so-called masculine persona came from the neglect of my father and all the men in our society who do us wrong. Are in fact the byproduct to your behavior, our men's behavior. Y'all forget that not too long ago there was an epidemic of down low brothers having sex with black women, giving them AIDS instead of admitting that he was gay. You forget all the drugs y'all peddle in our community during the time that they had to enforce affirmative action. None of y'all tried to even come together and try to at least create some form of work. You could have took her food stamps and got some flour and dough and started making your own bread and selling it in your own community. You did everything but that. You could have made baby formula. You could have made your own in the community and sold it amongst each other. But you didn't. You rather sell drugs than to think of how you could help your own community out. Then you get these young men out here, get them thinking don't nobody care about them, even the mothers that work day and night for their ass. Get them out here thinking that nobody love them. You make rap music that you know that when that white man came to you and told you to make that gangster music, call your women a hoe and a bitch, you should have said no. These are decisions that our black men made willfully. And how dare you sit here and act like you don't understand what the problem is and then not trying to take accountability. This is the problem. You mad because this man holding other black men like you accountable, and he should. There needs to be more men holding other men accountable, because it ain't enough of y'all. Too busy telling a black woman how she not feminine. I would have been feminine had I not had to do both of our roles. Do white women do all the roles? Do they? Or do they got men home? You know, this Dominican girl made a video because black men were talking about comparing a lot of black women to other races. And this Dominican woman, I respect her. She got up and said, you want to know what's so funny? She was like, black men, how come y'all never compare yourself to Dominican men? She said, my Dominican man, when I'm home, he clean just like I clean. He wash dishes, he take care of the kids like it's not even it's not even a debate. If I'm working and he not, he clean. If he working, I'm home, I clean. We share the responsibility. It's not even up for discussion. What one not doing, the other one doing. That's just it. Y'all niggas stay trying to compare somebody, but then when somebody holds you accountable, you got an excuse. You got an excuse. Now, if you don't understand the systematic oppression, no, it don't gotta be. We don't gotta be oppressed by nobody. It is a choice. You don't have to use that as an scapegoat, because this is a capitalist society. I understand your side. You can make money in there. I don't give nobody a pass, male or female. You can work. You, as long as you got hands and feet, you can work. I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I will not deny what is evident.
Capitalism is not perfect. I love the democracy that we have, but it is certainly not perfect. But I'm just trying to figure out, where is...
Nigga, just please, hush. Hush.
So they'll work at the taxi, they'll work at the airport security, right? And they'll save that money and they will send it back home. Mm-hmm. Many of them come over there to hustle and to send the money back home, and I don't have no problem with them doing that. You understand? But what I do need the African immigrant brother and sister to understand, America will give you opportunity that she will never give me, because you are not a threat.
That's right. You aren't. Because at any given time you mess up, he could deport you and take all his stuff back. Because come on, this is common sense. It only, but as Umar said, make perfect. I'm not the smartest person in the world, and even I understood what this man was saying. Sweetheart, what are you talking about? Yes, they're not a threat, because let's just say, you Ukimi Ubakum, he comes to America, right? He finally worked his way up to the top. He had a Fortune 500 company. He making millions of dollars. He owns a couple of boats, yachts, and maybe 4, 5, 6 different properties. Okimi Ubakam do one thing. They deport him. All that stuff becomes the U.S. government's again. So it's never really owned by any immigrant anyway. So of course they don't mind you getting the land. Because the moment, that's why you think you got to be model citizens and can't show out against white folk. White people don't be treating all y'all races nice, but the reason why you ain't gonna say nothing about it is because you gotta be a model citizen. Because if you don't, you lose your American dream. That's why. Us American Indian, who were classified in the 1924 Racial Integrity Act, we can't do that. This is our land. Where will we go? They can't deport us. This is our home. But you, my immigrants, they can illegally deport us, but that would be illegal because we are legitimately American citizens. We have sovereignty. We are the American Indian. So if an immigrant, if Yi Kyung Sung has a nice business here, You know, he not going to do too much with Asians because he got, you know, again, they got a lot of business going with them. So, overseas. So they're not going to, you know, cut their nose to spite their face. But I'm going to tell you like this. If Ukimi Umbakam come over here, or, you know, I always name people names that I know. Lisiara, you know, Diaz, even though it's not her name, but I had to kind of say it different. So, but anyway. If she comes over here and she don't act right and she owns businesses, they'll deport her. And all her property, guess what? It becomes the U.S. property again. That's why. So for all your immigrants that come over here and own stuff, they gotta keep on their P's and Q's. They gotta make sure they're always against Negroes, always, because the moment they become an unmodeled citizen, they will be deported. Period. That's why.
Don't even communicate English as well as me.
Bye.
Based off of this system.
Oh, come on, be quiet. Let Umar speak.
If our African leaders from around the world have been betrayed by members of their inner circle.
Like you.
Patrice Lumumba, murdered by a friend.
Like
Thomas
you.
Sankara, murdered by a stepbrother.
Like
Malcolm
you.
X, murdered by people he trusted.
Because
Dr. King,
the truth of the matter is there are Negroes like him. I don't care what nobody say, he a traitor. There's Negroes like you, and that's the problem. Negroes like you who don't think there is a problem. Negroes like you thinking because you get a little bit of money, there isn't any problem, despite all the problems you see in the community. All of them you point out, but you only blame the women for. But yet you want to sit here and act like it's not a problem and there's nothing going on, and it's just we're all Negroes are delusional, and it's just a figment of our imagination. But then if it's all a lie and it's a figment of our imagination, how can you point the blame at Negro women?
Up by people he trusted. When you look at the black struggle globally, because you got to look at all of our heroes and sheroes, not just the ones here.
Okay, so I'm just a miseducated Negro. I'm not the coon. Glad we can get that cleared up.
Oh, no, you're cool.
Miseducated Negro.
No, you're cool.
I'm not the coon.
No, you're playing ignorant. You're playing ignorant. You're definitely a coon. You're not you don't take me for a dummy. I mean, in a literal sense that you don't know. You're ignorant. I don't mistake you. I don't think you're a dumb man. You are you're far from stupid. You that was just your scapegoat. You're not a stupid man. You understood exactly what was going on. He got YouTube. Yeah, YouTube make good money.
Mm-hmm. Many of them were set up and sabotaged by people they grew up with and who they trusted. Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown in Ghana with the assistance of his college roommate at Lincoln University in Pennsylvania.
I want to get to the part where he's talking about black men have to be responsible for black women. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, I knew that's the part he wanted to get to.
Let's get to the all white people are racist part.
Let's get to the one about black women. I want to hear him chew y'all out.
Slavery ended 157 years ago.
I want to hear him chew you out. I want to hear that crack.
Which is why Biden is over there having a whole White House war pride.
It's not tolerated here. That's what we're trying to tell them. Well, over here, I want to say this to us, though. Mm-hmm. Because we try to act like the way sisters treat us doesn't have a history that we are not at least partly responsible for.
Thank you.
Let's be honest.
Yes, you are. You know all the names. This content, you know all the names you call us? You know all the things you say about our hair? You know all the things you say about us? Are you kidding me? The very same men that we want to desire us call us ugly, talk about how dark we are, talk about the way we wear our hair, talk about the weight we gain, talk about everything about us. You dissect, you mistreat, and a lot of y'all hit us, slap us, call us all types of B's out our name, call it anything you could say about a black woman, and then don't care. Leave us with children, but blame us for choosing you.
Down the black house by herself, although imperfectly. She said,
let him finish. You don't even got nothing to say. Let him finish. Let him finish. You don't even got nothing to say. He ate you up Let it get in your spirit and permeate. Yes, please, because you don't got anything.
The mass incarceration of black males began in the 1970s. You understand me? Most of our children are raised by a single mother right now. And it has been that way for about 50 years. So when a sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down.
That's right.
Or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be your man. You ain't got to work or you ain't got to pay the bills or whatever. Pull back. I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality.
Sure did.
And I saw a cap.
Oh, now it's cap. Prove it. Prove it. What does the statistic got to do with anything? What does the statistic got to do with it?
Most black men, overwhelmingly the majority of black men,
what?
Are good fathers.
No, they're not. No, they're not. And that's a lie. Because if that was in fact the truth, then we wouldn't be seeing all these knucklehead ass kids out here. What world are you living in, you lying sack of garbage? You are such a disgusting, disgraceful liar. Because the statistic also shows that the majority of Negro women raise these kids by themselves. So, pardon me, how the fuck are all these black men fathers and in the homes of these children when 80% of us are raising the fucking kids by ourselves, you moron? Do the math. Your math ain't mathing, you dipshit. Like, oh my God, I'm sorry for cussing, but he's foolish. He's foolish. What the hell are you talking about? I'm doing a statistic. What the hell statistic are you talking about?
Or have kids out of wedlock.
Yes, you do have a lot of them.
Demographic, and
there's
a minority of black men.
And there's a minority of black women who have children out of wedlock, but you make us seem like the majority. So I'm going to need you to take several seats.
Having and impregnating the majority of black women.
Lies.
Let me say that again.
Lies. Don't ain't nobody want to hear that. That's lie. He's a liar.
Accountable to women that over.
He's a liar. He's a liar.
Oh, you have to be held accountable. No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection.
Thank you.
Poor you're saying
selection.
You're selecting a poor me. And what I'm saying is they don't have much to select one, so of course you're going to end up with a poor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Call it. Prove him wrong.
Don't do it.
Look how mad he is.
We need to pop.
And why is she going to end up with a poor mate? Because we as black men are not raising black boys to be the men that our women need.
That's right.
We are not.
No.
They out there killing themselves right now. What we doing about it?
What?
Unemployed black males. What we doing about it?
Nothing.
Pants sagging, weed smoking. What we doing about it?
But talking junk like this nigga here ain't doing nothing. He think him telling a whole bunch of men who sitting on a couch that they high value niggas and they high value men and not to take. You telling a bunch of men who you know are not doing anything. They're high value and the woman is the problem. And you think that you're actually helping these men? You think that you're helping them, you moron. You're just giving them an scapegoat so that they take no accountability. Whoa.
Well,
you're an enabler.
The lowest rate that it has been in since before the 2004,
Why don't you just be quiet, dude?
And then
be quiet.
2007
be quiet.
recession. We got the lowest unemployment rate. We got more opportunity than we had ever had.
So, that's not true. We actually used to own whole businesses in neighborhoods. It's not than we've ever had. Check your history out. Again, I agree with you on one thing. You're very uneducated. We have already had businesses. We've already had opportunities. Remember, these militias in history came, burned our stuff down. We even fought then to get our stuff back up. So no, yes, now and on quite some time, yes, we have opportunity, but this does not denote the fact that we do have a lot of families without fathers in them. We are not talking about these fly-by-night fathers who take their kids on the weekend. We're talking about men in the house of these women raising these children together as a unit. You're talking about individual and adult experience where the father is not even contributing primarily. He sees his children on the weekends and holidays. He picks them up. They may stay at his house for 2 or 3 days, and then they go back home. He doesn't know their teachers. He don't know what medical insurance they got. He don't know their doctors. You know how many fathers I know that don't know jack nothing about their children? Nothing. And he picks his kids up every week. He's in their lives, but he don't know shit about them. He don't talk to them. The communication is limited. The kids always get sick every time the mother leave them with him. He don't know the doctors. He don't even know what his son's going through in school. His kids can't talk to him about nothing. And no, it's not my kid. I don't got it. And thank God I didn't let nobody do that to me. Whew. So when you are talking about this community of black men who's taking care, I don't deny that there are some Negro men who take care of their kids. Nobody denies that. We know that all Negro fathers aren't deadbeat, but there's a lot of you who are. Those are the ones that we're talking about. Let's stop acting like we are talking about all black men. That's where y'all cop-out is. Y'all try to get it stirred up. You're talking about, oh, no, we're not. We're talking about a lot of you niggas that don't do nothing and don't do right. We ain't talking about all black men. We talking about the niggas that we know don't do right. Cut it out. And y'all know them. They your friends, your cousins, your brothers, your daddy. They even be you. And you'll know the truth and deny it through your teeth. And it don't make no sense.
Got to go into the job. You can work from home.
Yes, but you're not even on topic now. He's talking about the fathers you're deflecting. He's talking about the fathers that are in the home, sweetheart. You missed the topic. How many of these fathers are in a home making and not worrying about being happy and actually being at home, spending time and getting to know their kids? How many of these fathers are home? How many of you fathers are even the fathers that see your kids on the weekend? How many of them are even those kind of dads? Some of you guys are dads who see your kids on the street and say hi and think because you see your kid on the street playing with another kid and the kid stop in 1 or 2 times out of the month, you that father, at least I know my kid know me, and you think you're a good dad. You're giving your kid credit just for knowing you, and you say you're good dads in their lives. Please show me, good dad, what that looks like. Because the majority of these children aren't being raised in that good dad home that you keep saying exists in the Negro community with 89% of Negro children being raised in a single family home with just the woman.
Supposed to be out on the corner saying, hey man, get your lives together.
Yeah.
Man, don't you know that they're crashing out over you bumping into them? Don't you know that single baby mama that was over in Chicago that said that she ain't have no responsibility, or over in Philadelphia that said
you
that
know how few it is of those baby mamas that exist? The baby moms that you talking about, but you try to make the majority. You try to make those unrealistic baby mamas who out there trying to fight y'all the majority. The majority of Negro women who are baby mamas don't even look for you for nothing. Most of them don't even put y'all on child support. Let's keep it 100. They do it all by themselves and have for like he said 50 years. So what are you talking about? You ain't gonna sit here and make those baby mamas who go out to the club the majority. Stop lying. Those are few. That is the minority. The baby mamas that don't want to do anything. The one that want to fight with you, those are the ones that are a minority. Half of the baby mamas fighting with y'all is because you don't do anything for your kid. You don't want to give her no break. She's saying, listen, for my mental health, can you take the kids for a week? Can you take, and you like, nah, I got something to do. And you really ain't got nothing to do. You just want to lay down with some woman or not even do that. You just want to kick it with your boys and play video games. You won't even let her get no break. That's why she fighting with you. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
No responsibility at the fact that her 17-year-old was carrying a pistol out these streets. Man, you out of your mind.
But he said if you had have been fathers to that boy, he would have never done it. there would be no Ray Rays and Pookie. You heard him.
Smoking that good, that fentanyl.
He willfully ignorant.
Black boys to
He
be
willfully
the
ignorant.
men our community needs.
That's
That
right.
is 100% our fault. What I'm saying is she got a right to be angry with us. She got a right to be angry with us.
We
Honestly,
similar to how the chick was angry with me on Fat Man Scoop Live, right?
I've not been around
We don't
childless
nobody
black
know
men.
nothing. We don't
If
watch
the
you like
men
that.
are the providers. What have we been providing for our community? I'm not speaking you individually.
Yes.
Because you may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. But guess what? What are we doing for the community? What are we doing for the children who don't have a father? You don't think the black woman got a right to be angry when she's been raising 2/3 of the kids by herself?
No, because she's been picking people to have children with that she knew was a bad
Lies.
person.
No. How do y'all assume we know y'all? You know how dumb you sound, nigga? Do you know every female that you have sex with? Do you? I really want to know. All y'all know the women y'all mess with. We do not know you, fool. We don't. And even when we get to know you, what we don't know that you're going to leave. We don't know that you don't really want responsibility. How are we to know that? How the fuck do we read minds? Now we mind readers? You don't know. He's going to address that. Keep watching it. He's going to, please shut up. Please shut up and let Umar go. Please shut up. He keep talking. And that when you talk, like you make an ass out of yourself, dude. Let him explain. Dude, by accountability. Oh, his accountability is terrible.
The rape, the molestation, the domestic abuse. Are you telling me you can't see how we created that?
I understand that, but she needs
If
to
we
be
was
more
loving our
selective.
women and taking care of our women, do you think she would be like that? That personality has a history.
If she's picking Pookie and Ray Ray instead of
You're making her a scapegoat.
No, she's picking a scapegoat.
No.
There's good
Can I ask you a
quality
question?
that they ignore.
Why she even got? Why is there even a Pookie in the selection?
Thank you.
No. I'm gonna tell you why there's a Pookie in the selection. Because black men have abandoned black boys and have allowed social media, white media, athletes, and rappers to raise them.
Eat him. Eat him. You didn't have nothing. He don't know nothing. No, now we gonna say now he knows who his supporter is. Now he been saying this stuff a long time ago. What you mean? He even got men on his side. What are you talking about? He know his demographic, loser. Now he just doing this for content and clout because you ain't got nothing. Yo, this dude a loser.
Those the ones that
Oh, bye, nigga. Please stop.
going to convince me that Dr. Umar Johnson actually believes what the fuck he's saying.
Yep, he does. He does.
Why our women feel the way they feel.
Just because you're a loser and don't have no heart and heartless because you unattractive like that and you feel, and I don't care, yes I'm saying it, and you feel insecure down deep in your spirit and you got that rejected spirit on you is the reason why you assume can't no man have compassion for women and think like that. That's the only thing. That's your rejected spirit that do that. And what people don't understand is the rejected spirit will always make you make you unempathetic. I know. I've been rejected before, sweetie. That's what that is. People know. I see you, sweetheart. I know what it feel like to be rejected. When you got a rejected spirit, and that spirit is, baby, pray. And when you pray and you talk to God, because he delivered me from that rejected spirit. And once I got delivered, I realized how my bias, and I had to realize some of my bias on men because of my rejected spirit. I had to realize certain situations men are right about. And maybe you need to do the same damn thing. Maybe you need to realize that there's a rejected spirit in you that make you not understand women's play. You know what it made me realize? There are some Negro men out here with terrible baby mamas. Terrible baby mamas. Terrible women who are disgusting and who would rather get them killed than to be decent women. You think I don't know those women? I'll talk about that. I have a video on it. We're not saying we great, but what I'm saying to you is you have to realize that a lot of these black women's personality is a byproduct to a lot of what you Negroes do. That's all he's saying.
I'm not saying.
She not mine. She yours. She belongs to all of y'all. She's not mine. She for the streets.
So are you.
And you know how I knew. Actually, you know why I know that I think that Umar Johnson actually believes what he said, because he was the one that was shooting Suki Hana bail. He shot Suki Hana some bail, boy. I know that Dr. Umar Johnson is the
I don't know what he's talking about, but okay.
further in life with the woman.
Sweetheart, just let this man speak.
No responsibility.
Get some wisdom and stop.
Not be concerned.
And stop all the madness. Get the wisdom. Take the wisdom in.
Oh,
Jesus.
So it's
So busy trying to not hear it. He answered all your questions and you let him speak.
got it. So it's our fault whether we win, and it's our fault whether we lose. But no matter what,
You're a man, aren't you? You're the leader.
Just making sure
So
you
the
know.
captain of the ship is the navigation, right? It's the navigator of the ship. The captain of the ship controls the whole ship, right? So when the Titanic went down, why do you think the captain stayed on the ship and died with it? Because he understood it was his duty to save the whole boat, and he couldn't. So he went down with the boat because he understood whether the boat gets to its destination or whether the boat sink. He is the captain of the ship. So yes, sir, if it win or lose, it's your fault. Oh my God. I'm sorry, I gotta yell. These niggas is acting like they don't understand. That's what a part of being the captain of a ship is. I hope no woman is with this man. He don't understand his role. Come on now, this is ridiculous. He don't. It's sick. You are the captain of the ship. If it sink or if it stay afloat and meet its destination, yes, it is your responsibility, Captain. You are the leader. You the leader. You would rather absorb your authority by using a woman as a scapegoat than to take accountability for your failure.
Same page here.
Vibrational energy. Why is
why
that?
have that same energy for women? You just again you have
Because
the man
we have a
responsible.
conversation as men.
Yeah.
I love this part.
I got plenty of interviews
Where he's
with all
getting
women
on women. Thank
where I
you.
check them too.
Thank
But as a
you.
man,
Why are you
you should not be
concerned?
concerned about what I say to them.
Thank you, like
As
children.
men, we should be concerned of what we're going to do.
Thank you,
Why
because
should I be
you
concerned with what it is that we say to them if you advocating for me to go and take care of their children?
shouldn't be, because what he says to me and my correction has nothing to do with you collectively as men getting together to find out how to solve the situation, moron. Y'all, so it's like, it's crazy, yo. I can't. It's the willful ignorance, and look at his face. Look at his face. It's the willful ignorance for me because it's childish. It's like you're not saying it to them. You're a grown man. What difference does it make of what he's saying to us or them? He's letting you know what you should be doing because you can't fix the woman's issue. The woman got to fix it. He's fixing the issue with you. That's why. And not you per se, but I mean y'all as a men. As men. Oh my God.
You saying that we got to be responsible for them, but I shouldn't be concerned with what it is that we having a conversation about with regards to.
No.
So how can I hold somebody accountable, or how can I protect somebody that I can't hold accountable?
That's a lie. He never said don't hold them accountable. He said that he spoke to them about their issues and let them have it the same way he's letting you. You're talking two different talks. He did never in that did he ever say that you couldn't hold them accountable. Why are you deflecting and changing the topic? What are you even talking about? See what you just did right there? But nobody else would have caught that because people actually think that your content be saying something.
Hard for me to get through this point of the podcast.
It's hard because he's going to chew you out and you got to hear the truth and you
You
can't.
understand that, right?
You can't handle somebody that actually got
To the
sent.
Daily Wrap-Up crew, it is very, very...
They are mature. I respect
Generation
them.
of black males for
Because
tomorrow.
they set up there.
That's the only
Because
thing.
you know why I respect Daily Wrap-Up crew and the guys on there? Because despite going into this, men who they knew, they didn't know what was going to be said. And they had all the arguments that this guy would have, but they handled it like men. They sat there and they were a little irritated because they had their own ideology. But what I respect about them is that they let that man say his piece. And they did not try to, try to simp him or none of that stuff. And even if they did, he wasn't buying. Umar ain't no easy get. So he let them know, listen, that's effeminate. You worrying about what I'm saying. If I get it to with them, I'm going to get in trouble. You got to live here, you don't. That type of stuff. Listen, he letting you know as men what you as men should be discussing, and he let us women know what we should be discussing, what us and how and where, what we need to take accountability in our community. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
That is where we should be focusing.
Women bring the choice of life, right? We understand.
No, we
that,
don't.
Right?
You
I
bring
can't
the
have
choice of life.
A child unless a woman agrees.
She can't carry one if you didn't put it in.
That's true.
I agree with that 100% too, right? But whether or not, if you want that child or not, she can still make that decision. It's only
If
up
you
to
don't
her.
put a seed in her, nothing else happens.
That's right.
And no woman can make you put a seed in her.
Sure can't.
But the problem is that she's choosing to have a seed with a man that's not ideal, and she's choosing.
Baby, we don't know you're not ideal, sweetie. You cannot say that. I don't know everything that is on these men's mind, and that's the truth. This idea that we know who Ray Ray and Pookie is bullshit. All of you guys are like, I'm going to be honest, a lot of you guys have a lot of similarities. Sorry. A lot of you guys have similarities to each other. We can't tell all the time. Some of you guys who are Ray Ray and Pookies wear blue-collared shirts. Some of you guys don't, who are Ray Ray and Pookie, don't always sag your pants. You know, everybody act like we're all going after the gang-banging saggy pants type. You know how many Ray Rays and Pookies I know right now that don't wear saggy pants at all? And I'm talking about, ain't gonna name no names, say nothing. Just know that I've been around a lot of guys who do not do your, and they the ones who be watching all this pro, you know, of course they be watching black stuff, and you know, pro-black, I know I say that, but you know, whatever. They watch pro-black stuff, they call black women queens and everything, and they be the first to dog a Negro woman out, leave her with all types of children, talk about her, disrespect her, fight her and everything. So we don't be knowing y'all. Y'all act like y'all all coming. Black men do not all come the same. They ain't a whole bunch of Ray Ray and Pookies that look exactly alike, so stop lying. Some of y'all who think y'all not Ray Ray and Pookie be Ray Ray and Pookie. Ray Ray and Pookie ain't got one look. Ray Ray and Pookie multifaceted. Ray Ray and Pookie sometimes got good style. He could dress like something and got a car and money and pay his bills. But he irresponsible. He don't want children. He'll put one in you. He don't care. He'll go about his day. He won't pay no child support, and he'll dare you to say something to him. Ray Ray and Pookie also can be abusive. Men that don't look like Ray Ray and Pookie could be abusive. Y'all act like, Ray Ray and Pookie could have a job and have money and have wear Gucci belts and shades and all of that stuff. I only say Gucci, I don't know why it keep coming to my head, but, and you know, they wear name brand clothing, they have their own stuff and still irresponsible, because what, he buys the latest Jordans, he buys nice stuff, he may even work out sometime, but then again, he's irresponsible, he don't pay no type of child support, he get women pregnant, he irresponsible with his penis. He could even be abusive, mentally, emotionally, physically. Y'all act like y'all got one look. No, every Ray Ray and Pookie don't look like saggy pants gangbangers, and every saggy pants gangbanger ain't a bad man, in a relationship. So that's a common misconception. I know there's and he's the best kind of man to girls. He don't fight them. He beat up dudes, put dudes down, and he fine as all get up. I ain't gonna say no names. And he's one of the biggest type of I don't want him, but he's attractive. I can't deny his attractivity just because he a gangbanger. He's a gangbanger, that's the truth. You know, he did his share things that made him a gangbanger, whatever. He got no other, he could box, he's really tough guy, right? But when he's with a woman, he's very intimate, nurturing. He's with one woman too. He ain't even got a plethora of hoes. He's with one woman he got his kids with, and he's the sweetest man. He's the sweetest guy. I tell you when I'm off camera. And you would never know that looking at him. Why? Because he wears sagging pants. Okay? He wears saggy pants, and he looks like your typical gangbanger. But he's not. Yeah, well, he's typical in the sense that, you know, he do gangbang stuff. But I mean in the sense that he don't do some of what Ray Ray and Pookie do. He don't mistreat and beat up a woman and take advantage of her. He was one woman, and he took care of his kids together, and that was it. You know what I mean? So don't even be trying to act like everybody who Ray Ray and Pookie look the same. Stop the cat. Like you were saying a minute ago, stop the cat. Sorry that this video going on long, but come on, this video going on long.
The wrong person, and then she's trying to.
Dude, be quiet.
Because black men, as
he gonna eat y'all up in
They
there.
say young women are more indoctrinated by social media culture than men are. Dr. Fubar.
Don't nobody want to hear what this man saying.
Also, Craig G says.
Don't nobody want to hear what this
I'm
saying.
gonna tell you why.
I want to
I'll
see
tell
you go
why.
get a
Because
Dr.
black
Umar
men,
face.
as the leaders of the community. Now,
We can't be leaders.
here's the question.
They won't let us.
Here's the
Like
question.
we.
Shout out to
Because the argument.
Raynard Garrison with the.
Don't nobody want to hear who you shouting out.
Okay.
It's an argument that says I don't want the
Fair use
responsibility.
act, and don't be
I
trying to
don't want
demonetize my
that
video
shit.
because I'm using it. Fair
Right?
use. It's for educational
I'm gonna
purpose.
fall back and let her run everything. That's what the feminists tell. They say, look at them, making excuses for why they can't be better men, making excuses for why they can't make better men. You understand? Your argument feeds the feminist narrative.
Yes, it does.
That's not what we make.
Yes, it does. It really
I am
does.
the better man, but I shouldn't be held responsible because you wanted to choose a Pookie and a Ray Ray. That's not me.
But there
I worked
shouldn't
too hard.
even
I
be
worked
a
Back to what I
Pookie.
said. Pookie and Ray Ray shouldn't exist. And the only reason why Pookie and Ray Ray exist because we're not in the community making those boys the men they need to be. Do you see that?
Done. Again. Okay, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. In the discussion, that man ate him up, chewed him out. And if this man, you could go ahead and watch this guy's video. I don't know, whatever his name is. Something, y'all know, Anton Daniels. Go to like, share, and subscribe to his video. I ain't no hater. Go send that man some like, share, and subscribe. But I'm here to say that you were wrong, Daniel. Is that your Anton? You were wrong. And Umar was correct. Do I agree with everything about Umar Johnson? No. But that's his own antics in his life. And nobody's perfect. But he doesn't mean that he is not correct. Y'all know what's going on in our community. Come on, y'all. Stop the cat. Now, this is Kendra with True Us TV, y'all. Stay up, stay blessed, put God first. Sorry for cussing. I get passionate when we be talking about this stuff. Forgive me, Lord. Okay? I didn't mean it. Y'all not frustrated? This don't frustrate y'all? Why y'all be trying to undo what he done when y'all know this is what we need? This is the type of constructive criticism we need. He didn't belittle y'all. He told y'all some factual stuff. And instead of you making content where you agree and actually add to it so that y'all men, knowing that you got a big following, you would try to undo the very thing that we need in this for our men to take accountability in our community. Everybody want to hold a Negro woman accountable, but never the man. Hold y'all stuff accountable. Stand up and be the men so we can respect you like the men that you are. Because we lose respect because y'all make excuses for yourself all the time. You think that I want to disrespect Negro men? I don't disrespect Negro men unless they disrespect me, true fact. But my thing is, the reason why we're like this is because look how y'all act. You think we want to be men? We don't. We want to be submissive. It's hard to be submissive when I'm doing both of our job. It's hard to be submissive when I'm doing everything on my own. I'm a single woman with no kids. And I do what I'm supposed to do. I'm independent because who else is going to be? Don't knock independence. We're not independents because we say we don't need a man. We're independents until we get our husband because who else will take care of us? My mother can't take care of me. I have to make my own money. I have to pull my own weight. I'm grown. So what do? I do the best I can for me. So I work 2 jobs to pay all my bills. I built my credit from the ground up, destroyed it, and then built it back up. Okay? So you have to understand. You gotta understand. You know, I had to get responsible as a woman to take care of myself. We do not become independent to spite you. We become independent because we have to. We have to take care of ourselves. Who else will do it? I am not a married woman. What do? I have to work for myself, right? So while I'm working and I strive while I'm a single woman to be the best at my job or become a CEO or own my business, so what? That's not to say that I don't want a man. That is to say that I'm doing the best job taking care of me that I can possible. So that when I'm with a man, yes, I don't want to leave all responsibility on him. I want to be a helpmeet. So if I can help with my income, so be it. How can you understand that when a foreign woman do it, but then when I, as a Negro woman, do it, you talk crap about it? I did a video, I don't know if I posted it, I think I did, where they were talking crap about Negro women because this Filipino woman, this black man married this Filipino woman, and they both got together, started working, and then they built together and made a business together. And I was like, but black women say that's what we want to do with y'all all the time, and you guys say that we're trying to be masculine. So some of y'all got to realize that a lot of that y'all feel against us is really self-hate, brainwashed into your mind from white supremacy to look down at us as Negro women no matter what we do, even if we're trying to be help me. Realize your self-hate. Realize that you fell for foreign supremacy. You idolized the white woman and all other women but your own. You idolized the white man. You have lowered yourself to the lowest amount of man, thinking less of yourself and anybody that looked like you. And as a result, your woman suffered for that by you demonizing her and put her down. That's exactly what you need to admit, and that's a fact, and that's the truth. Anyway, before I go on another tangent, stay up, stay blessed, put God first. Listen, don't get mad at me. This is just true facts as we all see it. Don't be blinded by society and hear the truth. Let what Umar said sink in and permeate through your brain so you get it. Sit with it. Allow yourself to get upset and mad about it, but understand that this is the reality. This is Kendra with True TV. Peace out.